Hi, sweetie. How you doing? Don't mind me. I'm eating. I was supposed to be finished before 8 o'clock, but either way, I guess I'm doing not even a food review, but I'm just eating, child. How are you? I'm good. I'm feeling a lot better. Voice still shaky, but I'm feeling a lot better. Um, I'm tired, hanging in there. How about you? How was your day? Yeah, I was just watching your video while I was eating, and you was just about to start talking about your topic, but you was talking about the guy who was flirting with you at your job. Go and get that man your number, child. He don't think you too old for him. I'm just messing with you. Hey, Bless. How you doing, sweetie? It's good to see you. Hope you had a good day. I'm tired as could be. I don't know why I said I was gonna go live, but I felt like I ain't really like personally talked to y'all in a minute, and so I felt like talking to y'all today. At least do something because the weather has been crazy and all kind of stuff been going on. So I'm like, let me figure out something to do with everybody. And I'm over here fixing my feet in my face. I did, but gotta work tomorrow. I'm feeling a little bit better. I took myself to the flea market today and walked around, and when I came back from that, honey, it was a wrap. So I laid around for a minute, and I was like, I need to post something. I need to get on here and talk about something. And so it's just like I couldn't just rest. I had to come on here and say something to y'all. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just go live. Let's try it. And feeding my face all at the same time. Listen, don't y'all come in here and start being weird. Remove, remove, remove. Yes, I'm excited for this topic because that's some real stuff. And you know why I started this topic? Because you mentioned something about my neck in my video. And that was part of, well, it was not part of the narcissistic. Like, he didn't give me the issues or whatever, but all of the stress that I had been under, all that stress that you go through with these narcissists will lead to underlying health issues or bring them to a head. And so that's what happened for me. I already had the issue going on because my sister, my mom had, which is called Graves' disease, is what they say I have, but it's actually getting better now that I've released the narcissist. My levels and everything have regulated, and they taking me off of the meds and stuff like that. So it's actually doing much better. Had never experienced anxiety until this relationship. Well, that's a lie because what happened was is I went from one toxic relationship to another toxic relationship into another one. And so by the time I got to this last one, everything had already done piled up on me. And so those things started showing their real heads. It just started coming out. And so my sister had said the same thing to me. She was like, you need to get your thyroids checked or whatever. And she had been saying that for a very long time, but I didn't, sometimes we don't um, follow our guts or listen to people when they say go get checked and things like that. And so it had been happening, but it progressed with dealing with stress and all of the different things that I was going through in the relationship. So, what made me finally figure out what was going on with me, along with all the stress that I was going through with the narcissist or whatever. Let's see if I can get this troll out of here. Um, no, there we go. Goodbye, troll. They exaggerate an already bad situation. You preaching to the choir over here. The amount of weight I put on, Shalyssa, it ain't funny. I did the same thing. I was losing weight with one of them. I was I would never get the 300 pounds, but I would get real close to it. Sometimes I'd be like 290, 289 and stuff like that. But the relationship that sent me spiraling, I got down to 245 pounds. And to me, I looked good. I actually want to get there now, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't healthy. Everybody's like, "Oh girl, you look so good." And I look good to myself because I had never been that small since after, since before I had my son or whatever. And so I lost tons of weight, all kind of stuff, y'all. Like I've really been through it. And so have y'all, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling my story or whatever. But just going from one bad relationship to another, and each one causing more stress on top of more stress. I'm either gaining weight, losing weight, stressing out, freaking out. Didn't really know too much about anxiety until the first one went down. Sorry. Come on now. Sit up. There we go. So I'm trying to follow that. So when that guy ended up leaving me, I ended up yeah, it does pique your anxiety real bad. I ain't know. I just thought that, you know what I'm saying, I was worried a lot or whatever. That's what I took it as, but didn't know that that was anxiety that I was going through. And with that relationship, I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping good. I was only feeding my son, and that's how I got down to that 245 pounds, because I came home from work and the guy had left me. I didn't know where my son was, no nothing. So I'm freaking out. And so for about 2 hours now, if no, it's not, it wasn't unnormal for him not to be home when I got home from work or whatever. That just means that he's probably out at the store and he'll be coming home shortly. So I took it as that when I first got home. And so I waited and I'm like, okay, now it's been 2 hours or whatever. And so no word from him. I don't know my son at this, that, and third. So I'm calling him, after I go looking around the house, and I'm like, let me go and see something real quick. So I go to the room and look in the closet. His stuff missing. I open the drawers. His stuff missing. Now with that relationship, I didn't think that there was any cheating or any drugs going on in that relationship, because that's normally what I go through in these different relationships or whatever. And so with him, I thought he was perfect. Everything was good except for he asked me a question maybe 2 weeks before he packed up and left. And he knew I wanted marriages. So what he did was he asked me, he was like, is there a certain time that I need to propose to you by or marry you by or whatever? And I'm just like, no, just at least you want to marry me or whatever. At least don't have me hanging on forever. You know what I'm saying? Which was a crazy question to ask me, but I guess he was trying to, figure out, okay, well, if she say I gotta marry her by such and such day or whatever, then I'm out of here by that date. And so we kept talking, and we was having drinks all at the same time. So when you're drinking, you speak your mind or whatever. So he asking these questions and things like that. And so I guess after I said what I had to say, which I didn't give him a specific day. I'm just telling him, like, it's not that I want you to rush and marry me. It's like we've already been together 3 years. Like, how much longer do you plan on making me wait? If you like, how long it's gonna take you to figure out if I'm the one for you or not? Like, it's been 3 years. So okay, now listen, whatever. Sorry, y'all. Dropped y'all on y'all head. So, okay, stay. If it do it again, I'm gonna have to take it down. Okay, let's see. That brought a ton of problems, include indigestion problems. Yep. Used to have bad dreams all the time. I used to be always arguing with someone in my dreams, and when I woke up, I would end up in a real argument. It was so stressful and frustrating. I used to have dreams that the narcissist was cheating on me, and I'm telling you, like, one time I dreamed that me and the narcissist in the dream had three phones. Now he only had one phone and then a little food stamp phone or whatever, and he didn't really have the food stamp phone like charged up all the time. Like he would only get on it on certain occasions. But in my dream, he had three phones, and then when he actually came back and we got together, that time before the time before this last time that we had got together and broke up, when he came back, he had three phones. But in that dream, me and my sister was trying to get into, like, I call my sister Inspector Gadget because anytime she get in a relationship, that girl know how to she know how to figure some stuff out. She know how to break into them phones. She know how to break into them computers. She know how to do all that stuff. And so, in the dream, I called on her to help me get into the narcissist phone so I could see whether he was cheating or not or whatever. And so, sure enough, she came through, and she was just like, I ain't touching the phone, but I'll tell you everything to do. So she told me everything to do, and I get into the phone, and of course, there was nothing in the phone. So she was just like, okay, so now you need to, stop tripping and thinking the man cheating on you, this, that, and the third. But that's just a dream. But in reality, when the man came back, the man had three phones. I didn't go through it. I never went through his phones. All I did was just peeked over his shoulder because I want to see the live feed. Because if you're having the conversation right now, it's going to tell me everything else that's been going on in y'all conversations or whatever. And so that's what I did. The narc thought that I went through his phone. You never picked up your phone to figure out nothing. I just look over your shoulder. But he was so focused on his phone that he would I'm talking about big as I am, y'all. I can get on both knees in the bed and look over this man's shoulder. He don't feel my big self moving in the bed. He don't turn around and look nothing to see if I'm watching. You already know that's my thing. He ain't watching to see nothing. So I can just sit right there and watch the live feed going on his phone. And then tell him what I seen. And then he be like, that's a lie. I sat there for you to catch it because I know you be going through my phone, this, that, and the third. No, I ain't going through your phone, sir. I'm looking right over your shoulder. So he came back with those three phones, and that dream came true or whatever. But like I was saying about the other situation, my son, the man had done disappeared. I go looking for his stuff, can't find none of his stuff in the house. He done up and he done left, but I still don't know where my son at. And so now I'm panicking because now things ain't adding up here. So now I'm like, okay, where's my son? So I'm calling him. He not answering his phone. So some said, call my sister. And so I don't know why my sister actually didn't call me or anything. But maybe because she thought that he was just going to work or whatever. And so it wasn't an issue for her to keep my son or whatever. And so, that's normally when we would ask her to keep him and stuff. And so maybe he went over there and told her, hey, I'm finna go to work or blase blase, and I need you to get, your nephew or whatever and keep him for me while I go do what I gotta do. So here it is by, I don't know the time span. All I know is that I called my sister. She sure enough had my son, so I went and got him, came on home, and then it took me 4 days to get that man on the phone. Calling his mom's house, calling any other number that I had to get in touch with him. And every time I tried to talk to him, they kept saying he was busy. So in the midst of him leaving, I don't know if his dad had passed before he up and left or his dad passed after he had done left. So either way, his father ended up passing away. They were very close, so I knew he would be kind of shut down from that. So I kind of gave him grace in that area or whatever, but still, he just flat out, he left with not a word, nothing. I still didn't get an explanation. When I did talk to him, it was like I just need time to myself. I just lost my dad, so he put it all on his dad. So I'm just like, okay, I'ma just leave it what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I was really heartbroken because I'm just like, dang, we are here 1 minute in this moment, and then all of a sudden people just disappear from me. Like it just, I'm like, it ain't even that serious. But that sent me into a downward spiral. I wasn't eating, wasn't sleeping, wasn't understanding what was actually going on with us, and why he won't talk to me. Why did he just up and leave? Like, why you didn't just say something? Like, if it was something going on, okay, things were not perfect. We had just moved from Georgia because I had lived here in Georgia before, like in 2006 or whatever. And so when I went back to Florida, he came with me. So we got into a place, a year after moving, things is kind of rough and rocky or whatever. And so he didn't make it through the rocky stage. He left from that point or whatever. So at that point, I ended up having to move out of the place that we had moved into, all that new furniture and all that good stuff that we had bought. I had to now put in storage or get rid of it or whatever. And so I ended up losing the storage. So it was just one thing after another, after another, after another. And then I healed from that. And then I got into another relationship, and that thing didn't work out, and that brought more stress or whatever. Hey Mika, how you doing, sis? Good to see you up in here. And anybody else that I missed that's in here, how y'all doing tonight? Thanks for coming through. Just in here chit chatting about how dealing with the narcissist can bring out health issues, or you can pick up health issues from these people when they come into your life and shake everything up, and your system get all twisted and jacked up, and now you got heart problems, now you got thyroid problems and everything. And so my thyroid was going through it, and so which is what Graves' disease is. It's basically, mine was the hyperthyroids. My mom had the same thing too, but hers was untreated, and that's what, with her being untreated, she passed away from the Graves' disease because it damaged her kidneys, it caused her heart failure, all kind of stuff. And so mine is being treated. And so for me, once they diagnosed me with that, of course, I went down even more because I'm just like, oh my God, I'm about to die because my mama died from this. So I'm a check out of here too because I got the same thing she got, but didn't know that hers was untreated, and that's why she ended up passing. She could have survived it too, but that's just how God decided to take her on up out of here, and so that's how it happened. But mine's is being treated, and since I've let go of the narcissist, my health life has been, it ain't been A1, but it ain't nowhere near where it was. And so I'm now, trying to get myself on track and stay on a good level of healthiness now that all that stress that I had going on is out of my life. I stayed with a migraine. Baby, let me tell you about the migraines. Oh my God. I would dang near have a migraine every other day when he was in my life. I'm talking about this last night because the migraine started when I was dealing with the crackhead. And so dealing with him and then going into this last relationship that I was just recently in a year ago, them two right there kept the migraines just flowing, 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 flowing. And so I was literally feeling like I was going crazy, y'all. I'm talking, I ended up in the hospital because once again, another man that left me with no explanation, just up and just go. That right there is like, I don't know why that bothers me so bad. It's like, I guess because I'm a person that you can talk to. Like, if you think I won't understand, 9 times out of 10, I probably will understand more than you think I will if you just talk to me and tell me what's going on. I started suffering with anxiety real bad and high blood pressure. Yep. That, listen, I'm telling, these people will drive you up the wall. Like, it's the unnecessariness. Like, you constantly trying to figure out what you can do to make the situation better, and not knowing that ain't nothing you can do. You could be the perfect thing on the earth, and you still not enough, still not good enough for a narcissist. But you're the best thing since sliced bread for them, but they won't, they'll try to tear you down before they give you any kind of compliment or give you your props for being who you are, because they know you strong. They know that you possess some things in you that they can't possess themselves. So they gotta come steal our stuff and then leave us broken and sad and jacked all up in the end. When they met us, we was up here. They leave us down here, and then we gotta pick ourselves back up little bit by little bit and get ourselves back out there, because we are amazing, you know what I'm saying? But dealing with them people, they will make you feel like you ain't nothing. Like you ain't been nothing, like you ain't made them who they is. Like you bring out the, not even the best in them, but the fake best. Put it like that. We bring out the fake best in them. And what it say? My nervous system is messed up. Of course, I'm telling you, man. These people will run you raggedy. That's why I say I'm off the roller coaster. I was always hollering about, I got one more round left in me. I ain't got no more rounds. Nope. Let me off, unbuckle it, let the bar up so I can get on up off of here, because I'm done. I'm dizzy. I'm by El Stupido. I'm out of here. Just let me go ahead and go. You go your way and I go mine. When I told that narc that, y'all, he was like, excuse me? Wait a minute. That ain't how that go. I normally tell you I'm done. You cry, you chase me, you beg me, you ask me 1,000 questions. I ain't giving you all that there, sir. I agree. I think that you should go your way and I go mine. He looked at me like I just flipped the script on him, and I'm just like, so that right there got you. Okay, now you listening. Now your ears is open. Do you hear me, sir? I'm done. Get your things and go. He was like, I'ma go, but I ain't leaving until the first. Fool, you crazy. It's only the 26th right now. And you think I'm gonna sit here and wait till the first? That's why I started acting crazy, because I'm like, oh no. You ain't finna put on a show. Nah, because that's what he like to do. He like to pack his things one by one. Let me put this in the bag. How that make you feel? We ain't finna play that game, sir. No. Let me help you get your things so you can go ahead and go. He didn't like that. Call the police on me. Nah, let me give you back some of the hell that you've been giving me all of these years. And now that I want to give it back to you, you want to call the police. For why? Just crazy. But I'm telling you, I was trying to make him end up in the hospital like I did, y'all. I really was. But he called the police like a little punk, and I had to stop my shenanigans. But I'm glad I didn't do the things that I really, really wanted to do, because I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to y'all now. So I'm telling y'all though, y'all know what it's like. Y'all do. Y'all know, y'all done been through this stuff. Them people will try you and make you want to hit them in, like, boy, go on, quit playing with me. Like, let me be great. Like, even though we're sweet and kind-hearted people, the hell that y'all done put us through, you just don't know what I'm capable of doing to you with all of this heat built up in me. Like, he didn't know. He didn't know. He really didn't know. But my wheels had done started turning, and I was getting real crazy. So I had to call Life with Tashana up on the phone, y'all. She had to talk me through it, because she was like, listen, girl, don't do it, Miss Sophia. Sit in that jail. Sit in that jail. They ain't about to ride the death, baby. Listen, I was ready to go. When the police got here, I met them with my wallet, my purse, and everything, put my jacket on, because I was ready to go. I'm like, well, if I'm going to jail tonight this long, go ahead and let me do what I'm going to do then. Just let me go ahead and do it then. Because I will. But God said no. Hold your mule, girl. Sat down. I got you. So that's what I did. I went on ahead and let God handle it. But all those times that I kept my mouth closed, wouldn't say nothing, just let him have it, because I'm like, if I didn't want him to leave me. And I don't know why I was so stuck on that. I guess I was feeling like he was bringing something to the table that I was missing. And he really wasn't. I was the table, the house, the car. I was everything. I was keeping him afloat. I was surprised. But he flipped the script and made me think that he was surprised, because he did say out his mouth one time. He was like, I'm the gift. And even though I was in the fog of things, I looked at him. I said, "No," but y'all know how we get. Sometimes we be like, "Hold on, wait a minute. Maybe the Bible lied. Maybe he is the gift because he got sickle cell, I guess, and I'm a gift too. No, I'm the gift. A man who findeth a good a wife find y'all know the verse. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But he was flipping the script, making me think that he was actually the gift and I was nothing. And I'm just like, hold on, let me think about that for a minute. Is he him? Maybe it is him. Hey Phoenix, how you doing? Thanks for coming through. It's your shenanigans. I like you're so animated. Oh, girl, you know I'm silly. I'm real silly. My cousin got hives, high blood pressure, and a hernia from dealing with a malignant narcissist. She lost two kids because of him, and they definitely will bring on a miscarriage. It's like, speaking of babies, I'm so glad God didn't answer that prayer that I wanted, because I wanted to give that man a baby so bad. I wanted to marry him. I just thought he had mental issues. Like, if he would have sat down and talked to a psychiatrist, that he would be okay. It's deeper than that. He still need to talk to somebody, but I thought that, before I knew he was a narcissist, I just thought that, because everybody that I dealt with just seemed like they just had a little mental issue. Like, my little slow babies, like, well, it's gonna be okay if we just go talk to somebody. We'll be able to make it through. Trying to fix a man, but it it ain't that. Them narcissists will drain you for everything, and the games that they play with you have your mind so jacked up that you can't even carry a baby for them. You can't. And then if they do succeed to come through, they treat them like crap. I've sat here and watched this man. he had he said he had 6 kids. He was in one's life, but still it was like he was in his life. So I don't know. They treat their kids like crap. The kids don't get treated no better. And so having a baby with them, it whether they make it or they don't, they not going. Yeah, it's crazy. Way deeper than that. They need lifelong cycle. Yeah, they need Jesus and everything. He the only one gonna fix it. The only good that came from the narcissist was my kids. And sometimes that's all that they can give you. That's it. Other than that, they bring you hell and stress. Get your blood pressure all worked up. Have you around here pulling your hair out because you don't know whether you going left or right. You don't know if half of these lies that they telling you got you second guessing yourself because you ain't sure whether it's crazy because, like, he used to say some crazy stuff to me and I would actually sit here like second guess myself. I'm the one with CDLs, y'all. His license is suspended. He on the passenger side driving. But I'm listening to him who can't hold on to a license, but I still have a valid driver license. I still have a car. You don't even own a car. But want to tell me how to drive on the highway. Until one day my light bulb go off and say, girl, I say, you know what? I'm going to need you to stop driving on the passenger side. When you're in the driver's seat, drive how you want to drive because I'm going to drive how I want to drive. He would be dead in his phone, texting away. Look up, get over there. I used to just veer right over there. Unsafe driving, but listening to him, thinking that he was actually paying attention to the road like I was, he just looks up and say, get over there. Get over there. Why you behind this car so long? Fool, because I want to be behind this car that long. I don't like to be swerving in and out of lanes. That junk is dizzy and it's dangerous, but that's how he drives. So he want me to drive how he drives. You in the driver's seat, drive how you want to drive. You in the passenger seat, you ride how I drive, basically. But he had me second guessing myself until I'm like, you know what? Don't tell me how to drive, sir. You stay over there in your phone like you've been doing and mind the business that's paying you over there because I got this. Told me I wasn't gonna be able to drive no school bus because it's too big. What I'm doing? Driving a school bus. But if he was in my life, I probably wouldn't have had the strength or the attention span to actually study for that test like I did. After he was out of my life, I was able to get my CDLs. When he came back in, I had my CDLs. And he was like, oh, I knew you could drive a bus. I'm like, no, you told me that the bus was too big for me to drive. And I can't drive a bus. Nah, I told you. And then they lie so much, y'all. He told me, I helped you study for your. He said he helped me study for my test. I say, fool, you a whole lie. You a whole lie. You was not here. I said, if you were here, I definitely wouldn't have passed the test. He says, I don't want to help you study for that test. Oh, you's a whole lie. And the truth ain't, the lies you tell, sir, ain't working for you. Don't even try that. Cause I know good hell well you wasn't here helping me study for no kind of test, sir. I wouldn't have been able to do it. I'd have been too busy worried about who you're on the phone with. If he say he going out of town, okay, where we going? Oh, it's just gonna be me. For how long? Oh, for about a. That's another thing too, y'all. So we so all over the place right now. Just forgive me. Just keep throwing things in the chat, and we'll just chat about whatever. But he he thought that it was cool for him to just go out of town for a whole month or something like that. And I'm just like, I'm not going for that, sir. He'd be like, yeah, I'm going out of town for a month. And you expect me to be your girlfriend when you come back here? Because you don't know how to act out of town. That's why I gotta go with you. That's why you can't go by yourself. You don't answer the phone. You call only during the daytime, and then when nighttime comes, you want to turn your phone off. You want to block me. When you finna play like that? Nah, for a month, sir, we might as well go ahead and break up. That ain't gonna work for me. He be like, man, no, you just be tripping. I don't be tripping. No, that be you. I know how to act when you go away. If I'm out of town, I ain't nobody gotta tell me to check in with my partner. That's a no brainer. But I gotta sit here and hound you, call you, make sure you where you at, make sure you ain't hiding no woman in your pocket or something like that. Cause he'll like to send me a video recording of his room, so it looked like he by himself. Fool, she probably under the bed. She probably standing outside the door while you recording to make it look like you by yourself. I'm not stupid, but he really thought I was stupid. And so every time I would say something, he would try to get a little bit smarter than he was the last time. And I'm just like, sir, sending me a recording is not going to prove to me that you're not cheating, sir. Like, But why I had to go through that? I could have just left him alone, but the heart wanted what the heart wanted. Until the heart figured out that thing ain't no good for me. It ain't nothing but stress. But I'm telling you, since I let the narcissist go, my health has improved so much that they're actually relieving me from the medicines that I had to take for my Graves' disease because my levels have balanced out and everything is doing good. So that day when you see my neck kind of swollen, Wild Honey, I was actually yelling over my background. My boys was in there playing the video game, and when they on that game, honey, they be in there like somebody out there about to fight. So I was trying to overtalk them, so my veins and everything was popping up out my neck, but I know it was probably swollen up in here from me yelling and everything. But that's what happens when I'm singing, yelling, or if I'm drinking something caffeinated or whatever. It still will swell up a little bit or whatever, but nothing like it was when it first went down. My neck was like, it wasn't like huge, but you could see it was like a lump on my neck. And so even that has went down since I let go of the narcissist. So I'm telling you, these people will keep you so stressed out that your body will literally be out of whack until you let them go. And then I've read posts that people put that, things regulated back to their normal selves after they released the narcissist out of their life. Like it, they mess with your nervous. They mess with the whole system of your body, really. And I'm like, who? Why they get that much power? I don't know, but it's just the mind games that they play. They play it so well that they will have you fooled up. Like that, I be telling you, if you ain't never experienced it, you can't tell me nothing about it because you can be as strong as you want to. Oh, I ain't gonna let that happen to me. Okay, Miss Thing, run up on one and find out. I want to be strong just like you when I get older. That's who I want to be. I want to be just like that. But some of us have to go down those roads to get to who we are today. It's bad. Some people go through it real bad, and some go through it very lightly. But it's good that if you catch them in the beginning of the relationship, so you just go ahead and run for the hills. And I'm not talking about walk away. I need you to run away because they'll chase you. You'll start walking fast, they'll walk faster behind you. You start running, they might take off running behind you too. But you got to get far away from these narcissists when you first discover those red flags and the signs and stuff. Because, baby, I'm telling you, they'll give you a ride of your life, mess up some things for you. I'm glad your health is improved. We all need to stay away from the narcissists. Yes, because they are a Debbie Downer. And I'm sorry if anybody named Debbie, but they dead. Right, when I grow up, I want to be strong like you. Shalyssa, I know what you're saying, girl. The amount of horror stories I've heard concerning people and their health when dealing with a narcissist. Yes, I was like, and a lot of them that I ran across videos and stuff that I have been watching, and a lot of them have thyroid problems. I'm like, okay, is that a thing? The narcissist bring on thyroid problems? I mean, I know it's like the glue next to the heart and the brain that runs the whole body system or whatever, but a lot of people dealt with thyroid problems while dealing with the narcissist or after dealing with the narcissist or whatever. And I'm just like, is that a thing too? Like, that's crazy. I thought that this was just rare, but I do know it's a lot of people who has Graves' disease or hypothyroids or hypothyroids or things like that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of stuff is tied into these narcissists, and that's crazy. That is crazy. But stress itself will kill you. If you continue to stay with a narcissist who's stressing you out, what can I say? Stress will kill you. And these people are here to kill, steal, kill, and destroy you. Take away everything that you have till you are nothing. They want you to come crawling back, begging. And the narcissist had me like that one time. The last one that was here. He had me like that one time, and I made a vow to myself to never let him get me there no more. And that's what I was fighting to stay from that, and he was fighting to get me there. And I'm just like, no. That he even said to me, he was like, well, you already know I'm coming back, so I don't know why you just don't pick up the phone to call me. Heck no, not after what I done learned about the narcissist. If I'd have picked up the phone to call him any other time, he'd have been showing somebody, oh, see, she crazy. I told y'all she was crazy. She'd be blowing me up. But not knowing that he been calling me and I'm just returning the phone call. But any way they can make you look crazy, they'll do it. So I'm glad that I made that vow to myself. Like, I mean, this man had me feeling like I lost everything when he walked away from me. And I'm talking about, excuse me, he was playing with my head mentally and everything. Like, excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Come on, congestion. Okay, so he would like I was trying to figure out what he was gonna do because, like I told y'all, he just up and left. He woke up one morning, flipped on the light switch, and said, "I'm out of here. I'm done." No explanation, no nothing. I'm sitting there crying. The man sitting there with his arms folded up, looking at me like, "You done yet?" I'm talking about, I'm snotting, I'm crying. I'm like, I'm hurt because I don't understand what's going on. And he looked at me and he was like, "You done?" I'm looking for him to be like, "Nah, baby, don't cry. It's all good," because I don't cry like that. So that was his first time seeing me cry, and I'm telling you, he had no reaction whatsoever. And then got up, walked past me, and started packing his stuff. Threw me his card and told me to pay some bills and go buy some groceries. He never leave me dirty or whatever, but he still did it dirty. You know what I'm saying? So when I got back from the grocery store, I did everything he asked me. When I got back from the grocery store, this man had all his stuff lined up, packed up, and his ride on the way. I was like, I thought he was joking, you know what I'm saying, when he said that, because this the first time he discarded me. I thought he was joking. So when I got back, he had all his stuff packed up and everything, and I was just like, "So you finna really leave?" And he was like, "Yeah, cause he a jokester all at the same time." And so, you know what I'm saying, it was just like, even talking about them is triggering. They make me sick. They make you sick. They do. They really do. Yep, you have to be careful on the phone with them. And you know what? He stayed recorded onto my all the time, especially that last night. He jumped on that phone, and okay, so one part of the story is that he was sitting at the edge of the bed, which is why I started acting crazy, because I'm telling you, this stuff he does all the time, and I normally let it slide. I usually don't let it get me all worked up and stuff, because I still wanted him back. I never wanted him to leave, you know what I'm saying? And so I just felt like if I kept calm and I didn't say nothing, or keep things going, he'll chill out and he'll change his mind or whatever. Till this last time, I'm like, you know what? If you and F the horse that you came in here on, I'm done. I'm good. I meant what I said. So anything that I'm finna say right now, you can take it however you want to, because at this point, I no longer care about your feelings. I don't care about your sickle cell that you got going on. I don't care about none of that stuff, because apparently you don't care. You always throwing sickle cell up in my face, but sickle cell ain't keeping you from cheating. Sickle cell ain't keeping you from talking to me sideways. Sickle cell ain't keeping you from disrespecting me in my face and behind my back, but want to throw the sickle cell up at me for me to be considerate to that. And I'm like, oh no. I said, if all of that, I'm done. You get in the other side of me. You get my other personalities. I got about three of them, but that's just joke wise, ain't medical wise, anything like that. But yeah, I got like 3 or 4 different personalities, and so when I'm angry, you'll get another person. When I'm happy, you'll get somebody else. You get Shalyssa all the time. Shalyssa is the calm, cool, collected. She don't got no, she ain't gonna start nothing with nobody. She not gonna do nothing. But then you got the other ones that you gotta be like, hey, pipe down, pipe. No, we ain't gonna do that today. No, just calm down. We gonna chill out. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be cool. I got them type of personalities too. You know what I'm saying? So I had to calm every last one of them down that night, because he was finna get it. You know what I'm saying? So he's sitting at the edge of the bed, and he's got his phone in his hands, but it looked like it's pointing at me, and I know him to record stuff, and so I'm just curious, because you being petty already, so I just want to see if you recording me right now, because I'm minding my business. I'm not bothering you. You shouldn't be bothering me. So I decided to crawl to the edge of the bed, and how he's sitting by the bed, his knees can actually touch the bed, so it was very, very close. So it was so close that I could crawl to the edge of the bed and like lay my head down on his knee. And that's what my petty self did. I laid my head down on his knee, because I want to see what he doing on that phone. And when I peeked around the phone, he wasn't recording me, but the joker quick with his hand. He quick with the flip, because I could get up and walk past him. I can see what he doing, but he don't know that I see what he doing. But as soon as I get up and walk around him, that's the only time that man would flinch or move or do anything. But if I'm crawling on the bed, looking over his shoulder, he don't feel none of that. But if I get up and walk, he'll flick that screen so quick. Now you looking at puppies, but when I just seen you looking at booty, so let's not play. I seen everything on the phone, sir. You might as well leave it there now at this point. So he could have flicked it real quick when I, went to lay my head down. Excuse me. So when I put my head down on his knee, he shook his knee and it hit my head. Y'all, that was all I needed. To me, that was like a lick. So I jumped up off that bed so quick, and I was like, man, listen, I had to push that man into the door. And then after that, he called the police. So I thought when he called the police, I thought he called to tell them that I pushed him because he is 50. He was 51. And so he was to always threaten me that if I hit him and he's a sickle cell patient, I'm going to jail. That's what he used to threaten me by all the time. So that's what made me keep my hands to myself or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because that is an area in my life where I have to, guys working on me with. But he doing better. It's getting better because I usually would strike pretty quickly, but I just pushed him. That was it. I just pushed him. So after that happened, he called the cops, and so I thought that's what he told the cops. That's why I was prepared and ready when I went to the door, because I was like, well, he told me if I hit a sickle cell patient that I'm going to jail. So he done went and told them people that I pushed him, so I'm gonna go to jail. That's what I was thinking, but he didn't tell them that, and so I was like, oh, and you want to come back up in here with me? So what he wanted the cops to do was let him, because I told him he couldn't lay in the bed with me. I'm like, you ain't finna lay that bad energy next to me and think you finna rub and tub on me all night long and all this stuff, and you done created this mess. But that was my own, I have to take accountability for that, because that's usually what would happen. We would go through all these different things because I wanted him to stay. We would argue, and say things beyond, well, he would say things he don't mean, or he probably did mean, being that he's a narcissist. But me, I would lay down and take those things, and then at the end of the night, he would get a reward. So now that I'm doing things different, he has an issue with that. And so I was just like, you know what? You're not finna lay in this bed with me and think you finna have your way tonight. That's not finna work. I meant what I said. When you said you was ready to go, I'm in agreement with you. Go ahead, get your things, and get up out of here. I don't want to wait till the first for you to leave. I need you to go right now. I don't want to sit here and wake up in the morning when I go to work. I come back home from work and you still here. I want you gone, so I can begin my healing process and go ahead and get over you like I always do. And this time ain't no coming back. That's all I wanted to do. But he's like, oh yeah, I'm not leaving until the first. Oh, like hell you is. No, you gonna get up out of here today. And it worked. He got up out of there the next day. He thought he was gonna stay to the first. You don't step in here to the first with me. Not with the way I'm feeling. I ain't feeling the love no more. So you ain't in a safe place if you stay here until the first. I'm telling you. So it worked out for the both of us, because I'm telling y'all, I could have been in a different place than sitting here talking to y'all right now, because I'm telling you, if he had to stay until the first, it wasn't gonna be pretty. It wasn't. And I promise you that on everything, it wasn't. Not with the way I done felt that way twice. Dealing with these men. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't finna do it. No. They're like real monsters. Yep. And to bring the monster out of you. I'm telling you, that's what he was doing. He was bringing the monster out of me. I'm like, man, you better let lion dogs lay. Quit stop barking up this tree, because because I'm telling y'all, I said everything I needed to say to him, and I piped down. I left him alone. I ain't had nothing else to say. But because I was in agreement with him, that didn't sit well with him, and so he wanted to keep poking the bear. And I'm like, listen, you might want to stop while you're ahead, sir. I'm minding my business. Stop bothering with me and just let me be at peace, because if I get riled back up again, you're going to be calling the police and we both going to jail, because the people said if they come back out here, they taking both of us to jail. I'm telling you, you better leave me alone. So he's sitting over there. He just keep on going. And so he on his phone. he got somebody listening in. So now he over there telling them his lies. And I'm sitting here blurting it out. 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm just yelling to the top of my lungs, oh, you ain't gonna listen to me? I've been trying to talk to you for years and years and years. And so you keep shutting me up. And like anytime we had an argument and things like that, I would get him walking away from me, closing the door in my face, hanging the phone up on me. That mess is so disrespectful. I'm like, how you like to argue by yourself? You literally sit here and you start the argument with me, and then as soon as I open my mouth, you zoom, you zip out of here, or you be like, I'm done. I'm done. End of discussion. No, 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 no. You need to let me get it out, because if you don't, I'm gonna bring it up to you the next argument. And the next argument, every time that I don't get it out, I'm still gonna be talking about what happened last month. He was like, no, I'm just not gonna listen. And then when he get that silent thing going on, and I'm just blabbing away, and I'm thinking he listening to me, and he not. He just sitting there like, and I'm like, do you understand what I'm saying? And he just sitting there like, are you done? Ooh, that ate me up. Boy, I'm telling you, I just wanted to. I'm like, so I just sat here and said all of this here stuff. Because I'm thinking, because you got quiet, you was listening to me. That man was like, pew, 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 in one ear, out the other. Like, I wish this woman to just shut up. She's still talking, and I ain't even listening to her. That used to piss me off so bad. That's when I be wanting to hit him so bad. I'm not lying to y'all, because that is so annoying and disrespectful. I sat here and gave you the floor to say everything you needed to say, but soon as I open my mouth, oh, end of discussion. I don't want to talk no more. Why you do that? Why? Why you do it? Just, man, just let me say what I gotta say. And I promise you, I'll shut up. You won't hear nothing else about it. But he would never let me talk. So that's why I'm here on YouTube telling my story now, because he shut me up. Every time I went to go and say something, he would come to me with whatever it is he want to say to me. And as soon as I open my mouth, I'm done with it. It's over. I don't want to talk about it. If you don't let me say what I need to say, ooh, I'm telling you. And he be like, that's the past. Why you bringing up the past? Because the past ain't never been dealt with. We ain't never talked about the past. We need to do it over again. Come on, I need to say what I need to say. And then on a calm and cool moment, I'm like, listen, when you bring things to me and I sit there and I listen to you say everything you need to say, I need you to let me get out what I'm trying to say, so that way we won't be talking about this months later. He was like, what fuck? Okay. Y'all let me know if y'all can still hear me. Y'all let me know if y'all can still hear me. I'm sorry, that was my son calling. Okay. Yes, and then your anxiety constantly already. You end up with anxiety problems and panic disorders. Yes, you really do. Yep, so y'all can still hear me and everything. Okay. Um, I gotta go pick my son up from the basketball court, y'all. So I don't know if y'all should ride with me, or if I should just go ahead and end the live now or whatnot. What should I do? Y'all want to take a ride with your girl? Well, actually, I ain't got nowhere to sit y'all up at either. But anyway, this was a decent live, y'all. So I enjoyed myself talking with y'all. But yeah, drop down and, hit them comments and tell me about, you know, what experiences y'all went through health wise with these narcissists. And I love y'all. Have a good night. Grow something, drink some water, and wear a mask, y'all, because the flu, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, because my kids keep getting me sick on my bus, and I'm wearing a mask. I'm telling you, it's coming through the mask, y'all. So I don't know, but they say this strand that's out there now is it's power. It's crazy. So y'all be safe. I love y'all. Tell your nephew you said hi. I sure will. And I be telling him that all the time. I was like, boy, your YouTube auntie be out. She got your back, boy. She be on everything. And he is like, I love it. So most definitely. But I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for coming through and participating. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for all that y'all do. Keep keeping your girl going, and I'll keep y'all going. Y'all have a nice night.